area, Mr. Speaker. So these monies will go to serve the people. And Mr. Speaker, we need more allocation to the counties. Why? Because as I said, of course there is inflation. So it cannot be that every year we are sending almost the same amount of money, Mr. Speaker, or we are adding a little bit like we have just added now. I think counties need more money than this, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, some counties, especially Kiambu County, which we refer to as the bedroom of the capital city of our country, has so many people nowadays, Mr. Speaker. So the population growth has really gone high, Mr. Speaker. When the population is higher, we need more services, Mr. Speaker. The sewerage, we need to take care of it. Water, education, and everything that pertains to giving people a nice life in our country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, devolution is not a favor. And we have seen from the national government is now encroaching into county functions, Mr. Speaker. Instead of giving counties monies so that they can manage their own affairs, which is one of the objects of devolution, Mr. Speaker, for counties to manage their own affairs. We have now seen the president or the executive encroaching on county functions, Mr. Speaker. And I can give you an example. Example number one is what we are witnessing in Nairobi County, where the national government, through the back door, they are trying to take the functions of Nairobi County through what they are calling a corporation. Yes, a corporation, Mr. Speaker, is granted by the Constitution, but so is also the takeover of functions. So, Mr. Speaker, if the national government want to take over the function of a county, they must do so through the right laws, but not through the corporation, or not through the takeover in the name of corporation, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have also seen the national government taking over functions of markets. You have seen members of parliament, they are now building markets. Instead of this money taken to the county government, so that the county, as per the need, as per priority, they put this money to where they think the market is important, Mr. Speaker. We are seeing honorable members of parliament are now being given that opportunity to build markets, and sometimes they are building markets even where they are not required. They have not done visibility study. And after even building that market, they hand over to the county. Do we go in tandem with the county's CIDPs, Mr. Speaker, when they're building this market? Mr. Speaker, the housing is a function of the county government. But what are we seeing? The county, the national executive, led by the president, every time, Mr. Speaker, they are launching affordable housing, this money should go to the counties so that counties can use this money as per the priority, Mr. Speaker. Because, Mr. Speaker, some counties are not, their problem or their main problem could not be the houses, Mr. Speaker. As others say, kila mtu akona kwao. But maybe they do not have water. Maybe they do not have health facilities. But when we push these projects to the throats of our people, Mr. Speaker, just in the name of I want to bring development, and yet they have not been asked these questions. There's no public participation. They have not been, the people have not requested the same, Mr. Speaker. So as we put this money, as we give these monies to the counties, Mr. Speaker, we should tell the national government, do not encroach on county functions. Do not take the county functions. Because we talked about devolution, decentralization, Mr. Speaker. But what is happening now is re-centralization, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as we give these monies to the counties, we must also push for accountability. Yes, we push for more resources, but we need to demand accountabilities. And we are demanding accountability from the government. Because I always tell people, Mr. Speaker, when somebody asks me, what is the role of the Senate? And, Mr. Speaker, I give this analogy for anybody to understand the role of the Senate or the role of a senator. The senator is a watchman, Mr. Speaker. If you figure out how a homestead is, there is always a watchman by the gate to see what goes in and what comes out, Mr. Speaker. So the watchman, who is the watchman, the watchdog, the person who is supposed to guard the people's resources is a senator. And that's why we ask these questions, Mr. Speaker, to the people. And I also say, what is the role of the governor? The governor is more of a housekeeper or a house girl, if you can say that. You're the one who is taking these resources as being given by your bosses to divide what to buy for the children, for the house, for the washing. But it is work of the watchman to check whether whatever has been bought is used properly, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, we need to ask the governors, and I think this is something that we need to do as a House, Mr. Speaker, that the governors should be required to give the reports of what they do to the senators, not only to the COB, not only to the auditor, but also to the office of the senator. If I would want to know what the governor of Kiambu has done today, he should give me that information immediately, blow by blow, minute by minute, Mr. Speaker. Because what? I am the watchman. I am the person who keeps check or who checks on what the county government does, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as we pass this bill, we need to understand it is not just how much we allocate, but when we release it. Mr. Speaker, I know it is the work of the National Treasury to release or to disburse this money to the counties after we have given, we passed this law, Mr. Speaker. I know for the county of Kiambu, it gets around 1 billion every 15th of every month, Mr. Speaker. Or it's supposed to get 1 billion every month, Mr. Speaker. But the question is, does the national government release this money timely? Sometimes they wait for months before they give these monies to the counties, Mr. Speaker. And you know, when you delay this disbursement, Mr. Speaker, you are not just delaying monies. You are delaying health facilities, Mr. Speaker. You are delaying health care. You are delaying salaries. You are delaying development, Mr. Speaker. So when the national government delay even for a single day, Mr. Speaker, you will realize that the person who is most affected are our citizens in the county. Yeah, I can see now we have Madam Speaker. So, Madam Speaker, what I want to say is that whenever the national government delays this amount, you are delaying services to the people. And you know, Madam Speaker, today we were discussing the issues of banditry that is happening in Kitui and other parts of the country. And we need to ask ourselves why some of these things are happening or what is leading to this, Mr. Speaker. Remember, every county is given money to take care of the needs of their people. So those people who are encroaching on other counties, because probably they do not have food or feeds for their animals, Mr. Speaker, their governor should be put to task. When you give money and you understand your people do have livestock, what have you done with your money, Madam Speaker? Because, Madam Speaker, we need to ask ourselves questions. And on this issue of banditry, and I think, Madam Speaker, we are giving this act a very romantic name, banditry, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker. This is robbery with violence. This is thievery. This is killing. And if the national government cannot stop thievery, and you know, I hear sometimes some people in the national government saying the opposition is not giving us an agenda. So when you hear the national government cannot end thievery, cannot end robbery with violence, and they are saying they are in power, I mean, what else can you do for the people? Because, Madam Speaker, thievery does not require research. This is the stealing of animals from one side to another. Madam Speaker, it does not require scientific research. If you cannot stop thievery, then you do not have the moral authority even to question anyone, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as I conclude, it's good for us to understand that when we give these monies to the counties, Madam Speaker, we need also to question not only the county executive, even, I don't know how we can do that, either it is through liaison or through sensitization, even to the county assemblies, Madam Speaker. Because county assemblies are now the bodies that are going to take these monies, and then they do budget as per the county. And if I can give you a very good example in Kiambu County, Madam Speaker. In the previous years, or in the previous financial year, or the financial year we are in, we give County of Kiambu about 13 billion to 14 billion, Madam Speaker, every year. But when you look at the budget that has been passed by Kiambu County, they pass a budget of double the amount. That's about 30 billion. And when you ask them, where are you going to get this money from? They say, we are going to get from the own source revenue. But when you look at the own source revenue today as we speak, where we are halfway, the financial year, they have only collected about 2 billion. So there's a deficit of 8 billion. So what does that mean, Madam Speaker? They will over budget, they will over promise, they will over project, they will over give these contracts. That's why we will always be having pending bills. Now we have Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. That's why we have pending bills. Mr. Speaker, you know, people do not understand when we talk about billions because they do not even have a shilling. So sometimes when you say billions are stolen, they have no idea how much has been stolen, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, I want you to do the math, Mr. Speaker, for you to understand how much money is 1 billion. Mr. Speaker, if I was to give you 1 billion today, I wish I can. If I was to give you 1 billion today and tell you to use 10,000 per day without repetition, Mr. Speaker, it will take you 274 years before you finish 1 billion. Mr. Speaker, that is how much money we are sending to Kiambu County every month. So when we ask questions how this money has been used in Kiambu County, it's because we understand how much money we have sent to the county. Because, Mr. Speaker, if we give 12 billion or 13 billion per year, Mr. Speaker, then you multiply 274 by 12. That is about 2,000 years. So the money that we give, Mr. Speaker, to the counties is so huge. If it is well used, if there is a good prudent use of resources, Mr. Speaker, these counties will always put the needs of the people first. All our people will have a better life if this money is used, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I always say, the moment the people of Kenya will realize a good governor is better than a president, Mr. Speaker. A good governor in your county, even before you think of a president, think of a governor. Because that is the person who is on the ground, who has been mandated to take care of your health, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I don't even know why we give governors health. We trusted them with our health, and we never trusted them with our education, Mr. Speaker. That is a question that we need to ask ourselves, Mr. Speaker. But what I'm trying to say is that before you even think of the president, think of the governor. Because when you talk about health, it's the governor. When you talk about the childhood education, it's the governor. When you talk about the roads that you use every day, it's the governor. When you talk about agriculture, and that's why people are fighting because of food of their livestock, Mr. Speaker, because the governors in their areas have not probably prioritized the issues of feeds for their livestock, Mr. Speaker. So as I support this bill, I request this House, the next thing that we should have, Mr. Speaker, is that we make sure we put the governors to task. Oh, we have changed the Speaker again. Madam Speaker, what we need to do today, is to task the the governors to showcase what they have done with their monies. And Madam Speaker, we need the senators to be facilitated to do this audit. Because yes, we do have CPAC and we do have CPIC, but they are the morticians, Madam Speaker. They check on audit report that has already been checked by somebody else. So if the governor is able to talk to the auditor, well, we will never have any question to ask. Sometimes it takes a year to ask the governor a question because you are waiting for the audit report. Yet there are some questions that we can ask in time, minute by minute, Madam Speaker. And if the Senate is facilitated properly, because I have 60 wards, Madam Speaker, and for 60 wards, for me to walk every ward and with my team, if I give one ward one day, those are 60 days. And then I'm supposed to be here almost every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to Friday, Madam Speaker. So we need to enhance our teams so that as we are defending our people on the floor, we have a proper team that is also working and checking to find out whether whatever the governor is promising is what is on the ground or in the ground, Mr. Speaker. Because we have heard of what we are checking. The governor of Kiambu has been on record saying that he has built 527 ECDs. If you are to divide that, that is about 10 of them per ward. So, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, that is the work of the Senate. Now to walk around to find out whether is it true what the governor is saying and what is on the ground and what is in the budget and what is in the CIDP. With all that, we'll be able to give the people a report and give the governor a scorecard of what he has been doing, Madam Speaker. So with that, Madam Speaker, thank you very much. I've had the honor of addressing the House in the presence of 3 speakers. Thank you very much, Madam